We've got 8 o'clock here. Let's go ahead and get this call launched. I'm really, really excited because this is my first ever webinar that I've done with this company, and it's really awesome to have a very, very special person hosting the call and the webinar. And I was so excited because I got to meet her live and in person last week in Las Vegas. She is our field communications director, and as such, she does trainings all over the country, all the way from basic training for newcomers like me, all the way up to advanced technology for the savvy practitioner. She really knows what she's talking about. She is an amazing lady. She's a lifelong student of life sciences and a certified body talk practitioner. She's been with ZeroPoint Global for nearly 4 years now, and is just an amazing lady, and she's going to walk us through this webinar tonight. Everybody help me welcome to the call and to the webinar, Lorraine. Are you there, Lorraine?
I am, Bonnie. Thank you very much for all of those kind things you said.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, take it away.
Oh, well, we're going to have some fun. The fun thing about this tonight, we're going to be talking about ZeroPoint Global technology and how to use this technology, these products in our everyday life to just have better energetic balance. And what we found is that by applying the technology for wellness, for everyday wellness to help the body restore communication and have a better energetic balance, that things just go better. We feel better. We have a better sense of well-being. We have better focus. It's a different thinking than just using the products or any of the energetic wellness products to alleviate an imbalance, like for first aid. Hey, they're great for that too, and most of us have used them that way. But it's a wonderful thing to use them for wellness, for everyday wellness. And we're already doing that some. We already know that some of our products are wonderful at bringing a greater energetic balance to things that we consume. So we're using the frequency discs for our food. We're putting them in our refrigerator. Our produce is on them. Our fruit is on them. It lasts longer. It stays fresher. It tastes more like it came from the tree. So we're doing this for wellness. We're using the citrus silk sometimes and the mint matrix in our teas, on our salads and so forth. So this is for wellness. Well, there's other ways to use the technology for wellness too, and it only takes a few moments. And what a lot of the consultants have found is that using these simple techniques really helps bring the body into energetic balance so that things just go smoother. The body functions better. The biocomputer, our brain, is sort of just online, and things run better. So how can we do this? Well, there's some simple ways, and it's always different when we're adding something new. Sometimes it's a little hard to get into a practice, but I think if you'll just try a few of them or all of them for a few days, you'll see that you do notice a better overall energetic balance in your life. So let's first start with drink. We need to drink structured water. Structured water can hydrate our cells. Structured water can pass through what they call the blood-brain barrier. In other words, it can hydrate our cells properly. Now, the ZeroPoint Aqua Purification System is structured water. When you squeeze the bottle, you've filled it with water from just about any source, really. You squeeze the bottle there in the bottom third. It forces that water up, and you are having water that has been cleaned from heavy metals, pesticides, bacteria. It's also been energized with ZeroPoint Global technology with frequencies that balance the different systems of the body. It's also been cleared from memory so that it isn't holding the memory of different things that it has had in it, like maybe bacteria, maybe it was a pesticide, maybe it was a metal. That waveform is no longer there, as well as the physicality. So it's great water, and it can really make a difference because why? We're mostly water. So when we put good water into our system, it helps our overall body water, and we have water in all of our cells. We have lots of water throughout our body. So by adding this one thing every day to be drinking good structured water, Now, lots of us have spent money and bought some fancy machines and to clean our water and restructure our water, and that's great. Make sure we've got the serious earth hearts on them because it isn't electronic, it is plugged in. That's good too. But it's hard to beat this portable personal filtration system that is the ZeroPoint Aqua Purification bottle. So I hope you're all getting those and drinking structured water. Here's just a little picture that is very telling. You see a before picture and an after picture. The before picture is a man who's been traveling a little bit and then not eating the normal things he eats at home. He didn't have any big health concerns. But you can see with this live blood analysis, the before picture shows the blood kind of clumped together. Then on the left, you can see that blood looks a lot more coherent, a lot more clean, a lot like it can get through the vessels and the arteries better, yes? And all he did was shine a red natural laser into a glass of water for about 10 seconds and drink it, and then waited 5 minutes. And as you can see, what happened with the blood. So coherent water, drinking water that's been treated with the ZeroPoint Global technology by the light shined in it from one of the lasers or the pointer using the intention disc, can really make a difference for our water. So let's start our day with Sirius Silver. This is a new product that we've just released. One of the most exciting uses that I have found for it is first thing in the morning when I get out of the shower. This is a vibrational silver solution of distilled water and frequencies that match our body. I think it really balances focus and energy. I like to mist this all over my skin when I step out of the shower. I give a little extra squirt to the bottom of my feet. I love to mist it into the mouth. I think that it's refreshing to the whole biofield, the whole energy system with this vibrational system. This vibrational solution here is really enhanced. It's a great way to start the day. So I'd love to have those of you who've got this or are getting this new product to try that, because I've really found that it starts the day in a fabulous way. And then sometimes during the day, just for a little refresher, I'll just mist the palms of my hands and my face a little bit with it. Very refreshing. You'll notice it right away. So this is a good way to start the day. And then many of you have seen this presentation, ZeroPoint for Wellness, before, and you know the thing that we were starting the day with. And I'm still doing this because this is wonderful. And it's really using the fingers and toes just to restore communication in the whole body. Everything is connected in our body. All of our cells need to communicate with each other and able to work. There's something like 100 trillion cells in our body, and they have to get the messages around. We know there's pathways of communication in our body, different pathways. We know there's electrical. We know there is other subtle energy. We know there's other ways that our cells are communicating, and we can help this communication simply by doing this little technique in the morning. And this was really developed by Dr. Brad Gould. And Dr. Gould suggested that we rub citrus silk on the fingernails and toenails and then apply the red natural laser over the top of the fingernail, just above the cuticle at the base of the nail. Just go from one edge of the finger all the way to the other, or one edge of the toe all the way to the other. And it doesn't take very long, maybe 30 seconds across each nail. Now, I've been using our new ZeroPoint Sirius Infinity pointer, and I love it. So I've been alternating a little to see if I notice any difference, and I do notice a difference, so I've actually been using both. So I'd like to hear some of your stories about that. But it's very simple to do. It only takes a moment or two when you're quick, fresh out of the shower, or if you're just relaxing in the afternoon. The whole point is to be thinking of restoring communication in our whole body-mind complex, our body, our biofield, our emotional body, because we have a complication in our environment. We have a challenge, and we all know what it is. It's in the water, it's in the food, it's in the air, and it's in our bodies. And this is broken down communication. So ZeroPoint for Wellness is all about the simple thing of restoring communication in the body. This will bring wellness through energetic balance. Doing a simple thing like this every day can make a big difference. Another thing that I do is very quickly, this doesn't take long, I use Mint Matrix. and I put just a little dab, less than a full drop, right at the inside of my arch, right about the heel. And I kind of swipe it up. You'll see that looks like a spine going up the inside of the foot. These are considered reflexology points or communication pathways where one part of the body seems to relate strongly to another. By placing this mint matrix along that area, it's like giving your whole spine a little tune-up. So I do that to both feet, and then I put a tiny drop at the base of my spine, a tiny drop at the top of my spine, and then just a little bit at the top of my head. Just doing that, you will be able to feel the communication in your spine, the tingling, the energy that you're feeling from this wonderful solution of, it's called the wellness solution, the mint matrix. It has over 1,100 frequencies that just help bring communication to the different areas of the body so that it can talk, so that it communicates, so that it can heal itself. This is a wonderful thing to do. Afterwards, if you want to apply the natural laser or the pointer over both of those areas, you will feel an enhanced communication. Now, this is very important, our mouth and body connection. We do eat with our mouth. We do put food into our mouth and water, and we take air in through our nose and our mouth. This is where a lot of information to help run our body, nutrition and so forth, enters our body. And our teeth have a direct connection to different parts of our body. Now, medical scientists have known about this for some time with some of the teeth and heart health. But they're learning more and more, even in Western medicine, that our teeth are connected to the organs and different systems of our body. So by brushing your teeth with mint matrix and then shining the red natural laser over the teeth and gums for about 2 minutes, you're not only providing amazing balancing to the gums and teeth. Gum pockets will tighten up. Bleeding teeth will stop. You will have a better checkup, less plaques. These are the things that we're being told by consultants and dentists. We have many dentists who are using the red natural laser just in this manner. Of course, they also use it before surgery and after surgery and that sort of thing. But we can use this every single day for 2 minutes in the morning after we brush our teeth to really bring great balancing to the whole mouth, the gums, and our organs in just this little function. Now also, I lots of times will add balancing with the green natural laser, and now I've added the pointer. I do it for a shorter amount of time, but I do like to follow the red natural laser with that now too. So I think you'll find that by trying this, you too will have better balance in your mouth. You'll have fresher breath from the brushing with the mint matrix. You'll have an overall general better feeling of balance from doing this each morning. But this doesn't take very long either, but boy, the results are amazing. This is a facial tune-up. Now, this technique actually came to us by an esthetician in the Minneapolis area who had a very high-end, upscale practice, and she had been teaching and working with people for a long time and doing their face. She did an energy medicine practice as well, so she really had a more expanded practice, shall we say. Well, when she was introduced to citrus silk and mint matrix, she began experimenting with them. And in no time at all, she moved all of her very high-end, expensive products out into a cupboard out in another room. She used only the citrus silk and mint matrix. And this is exactly how she used it. And what she found is that by doing this, following this simple procedure, she would get better results than she was getting from her very high-end products and using equipment. And it's very simple. You simply wash your face and neck with warm water, and you can use 2 or 3 drops of citrus silk too. It's wonderful for removing grease and grime and pollution and makeup from your skin. This is a wonderful makeup remover. It can really clean your skin gently and beautifully. Then you can exfoliate very gently with just 1 drop of mint matrix on a little cotton pad. Move it up for your neck, over your face. Be careful around your eyes. And then put 3 to 5 drops of the citrus silk all over your face and neck. And then you will take the natural laser and apply it for 10 minutes to all the areas of your face and neck. So overall, it's really only 12 minutes or so that you're doing this, but the results are amazing. You can shine the natural laser in the areas where you have like little parentheses around your cheeks or up around your eyes. You can close your eyes. You can move it right up very, very close to your skin so the light doesn't bother you. That's okay. And just do it for 10 minutes. She was very insistent about that, and so many of us have done it, and wow. If you really want to see the difference, just do half your face, but you'll want to do the other half right away. So this is a wonderful thing to do, and you may not want to do this every day. You may want to do this every day, but it's an important thing to do. You look great and you feel good, but I'm showing you here a picture of another reason to do it, because just like we have communication pathways in our feet and our hands, our face also has communication pathways for different areas of our body. They're sending messages along up to the brain, down through the legs, the toes, all over. And you can see here on the face, there's different areas where different parts of the body are having communication with each other. It's a pathway. It might be a meridian, something else. But so by shining the natural laser over your face on these areas, you're also restoring energetic balance to some of the communication pathways in the body that are important for our organs and our endocrines. So that's a very good thing to do. I have started using the infinity pointer for this. I've only done it a couple of times. I like the results, so I'm very interested to hear what you have to say about that. So make notes and let us know, won't you? Now, another important part of our body is our energy centers. Lots of people call these chakras. That's what they were called in the East by acupuncturists and other Eastern doctors for really thousands of years. What these are actually, and they can be measured, they're little energy centers that go mostly up the midline of our body. We do have smaller ones in other parts of our body, but the main ones are going up the midline of our body, and they're just in the place of each one of our endocrine glands. And they have a lot to do with our emotional body. But they also bring in subtle energy and kind of transform it or step it down for us to use for physical energy, for our organs and our endocrines, and to run our whole body. And sometimes these can get very out of balance. They might be too large, they might be too small, they might be out of alignment. And an easy way to help put them into alignment is to hold an intention disc over each area that you see here with the intention just to clear incoherent energy. It doesn't have to be very specific because the intention disc works to clear incoherent energy. That is its purpose. It helps us come into a greater state of energetic balance by clearing incoherent waveform or incoherent energy that gathers in our body water, and so it's in our cells, it's in our organs and so forth, and this can help clear it. So you can simply do that. You can also use the intention disc and the sodalite window pendant over each energy center and ask to clear subconscious and conscious trauma. We have a lot of trauma that we're holding in our body and in our body water. Mostly it's from perceptions, things that aren't even necessarily terribly traumatic if we were to look at them today, but we don't know that when it's perceived as a child, or sometimes even in the womb we pick these things up. So doing this clearing can be very, very helpful to the body. It's emotionally balancing. It can allow us to be able to hold a greater state of energetic balance. We can't really say enough about clearing. So we can also clear each of our individual organs and endocrines if we wanted to do that. Sometimes it's helpful for us to do that just to help have a general, better state of balance. We don't need to be doing it to think that we need to try to fix something or make something better, because that's not what it's all about anyway. This technology isn't designed to heal anything, to fix anything, to do anything specific to the body except one thing: bring it into a better state of energetic balance. And then the body is the miracle. The body can go off and heal itself and sort things out. one of the ways to help do this is to support emotional clearing in the body. And by doing this with what we call the clear set here, we can help clear trauma that has been stored in the body from things that we just simply don't need anymore. And we can do this very easily. Now, many of us don't even know where our organs are. We weren't really taught, we weren't shown that, but our organs are very important. They're part of us, and they hold memory, and they have consciousness. We know that now. We're finding that out from medical research, from organ transplants, that our organs are holding memory. We also know from great scientists like Dr. Emoto that the memory is generally being held in water, and we're 75, 80, 90% water, depending on the state of our health and our age. So using the intention disc and the sodalite window pendant to clear subconscious and conscious trauma can help do it. And it's very easy to do it. The instructions are on the website. You'll find it at the Clear Set page, on the products page. You'll find a PDF that you can download, and I'm pretty sure this information that I have here is on that. This is just a reprint from an old current, but it talks about clearing subconscious emotional trauma so that we don't have interruption in communication. Having that type of trauma, it's a waveform, it's a memory, it can break down communication between good function for the organs. So it's a very important thing to do. And I know that we've already had some wonderful testimonies from people just brand new. And then we have continuing wonderful testimonies for people who have been using the products for years. It's not something that you stop doing. It's something that we're constantly wanting to do, is to clear, and to clear. So this is just showing you some of the communication pathways that I'm talking about. And they're called reflexology, and they're called other things, but it just shows that these are some identified pathways that people have been working with for thousands of years and very recently. And it's becoming much more accepted and understood that our body actually does communicate, and that just because you have a pain in your toe, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with the toe. It could be something very different. And this all makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Because we know that. We get a headache, and lots of times we don't think there's something wrong with our head. So we understand this, and this is just to help you see this. It isn't that you need to learn these things or to use these things, but by doing the simple 0-point for wellness steps, like applying the citrus silk and using the natural laser or the infinity pointer over the nail bed, by putting the mint matrix on the spine, base of spine, top of head, along the edge of the foot, you're getting all of these different areas, these different communication areas in the body, so you're helping to restore communication. And this can bring energetic balance, a greater sense of well-being. We have better focus. Our cognitive function is better. We can respond better to things rather than react. And that can make all the difference in our well-being. Now, I also am showing here ear reflexology. Again, in the ear, many therapists are working with the ears for learning disabilities, for addiction, for even just general overall health. They are using different points in the ear. So lots of times, if you just kind of rub your ears and just kind of pull them and stretch them a little bit, you'll realize, gee, that does feel good. There's a lot of points in there. So putting a little citrus silk on those or lasering the edges of your ears is also a very good thing. Again, we're doing the important thing. We're restoring communication, and that's what it's all about. So you don't need to know, oh, the liver on the foot is here or this is here. You can, and it's interesting, and a lot of you are going to want to look it up and learn more about it, and that's okay. But the important thing to understand is that it's really simple. It's about restoring communication. And if you simply apply the technology, shine the red natural laser on your body, shine the green natural laser on the body, point that pointer at you, apply the citrus silk and the mint matrix, use the Sirius silver, have the frequency discs in your home, use them on your body. All of these things are restoring communication to the body and giving you a greater level of energetic balance. And what we have found is it's cumulative. So the more you do it, the better it is. But it's really very simple. You don't have to know any of these things. Just apply it to your body. I just wanted to show you this. Many of you were at the event in Las Vegas, and then perhaps more were in Virginia Beach in May, and you saw some of these pictures. This is, in the middle there, that's a picture of the gas discharge visualization camera, and this was developed in 1995 by Dr. Korotkov in St. Petersburg, Russia. And in 1994, our National Institute of Health declared that we had a biofield. They figured out that we had energy swirling about our body, and it was kind of individual to each being, like a plant had it, and dogs had it, and people had it, and they called it the biofield. And they also decided that this may have something to do with the health of our body. That's the biofield. Well, this camera takes a picture of the biofield, and it shows by using your fingertips, because all of the information to our body is flowing to our fingertips and our toe tips, right? So using the fingertips, it takes a picture of your body and reconstructs it. And this just shows an average person. There wasn't anything unusual going on there. We weren't blasting her with any terrible things. But as you can see, the biofield here on the left is showing some gaps. It's not continuous around there. It can't really protect this person as best that it could. And then with a zero-point pendant, you can see that biofield changed. It filled in. Now this here is called the emotional field, and we also generally take a physical field too. I'm not going to show that here. There was, minimal change there. It's really in the emotional field here where we see a huge change by putting the pendant on and filling in the biofield. And then this next picture is the same person, the same day, the same capture of the fingertips. This on the left is showing the energy centers. And remember I said they could be different sizes and they could be inside the body or outside the body. So you see this person, a female, 62 years old, you can see where the energy centers are all over the body. And then on the right, what you see is the pendant was put on, and they lined up pretty near perfectly, didn't they? So this is what the importance of using the ZeroPoint Global technology on a daily basis is. It helps restore energetic balance to our body so our body can have a greater level of wellness. And by doing simple little things that don't take very long, a lot less time than it took me to tell you about them, can really make a big difference in your life and your overall general state of wellness. And you may have been invited to this call by a friend, and you can get back with them, and they can tell you about the discounted packages that you can get with big savings off retail so that you can use these products in this way. You can get on AutoShip. It's a wonderful program we have here at ZeroPoint. I made money on AutoShip last month, but that's with the bonuses. But you get 10% off wholesale with the AutoShip Advantage here. There's free shipping. There's bonus pools, and you only need 90 BV to maximize benefits. So you can get any of the products on AutoShip and change them around. So I love to do that. Of course, the Oil Vero Wellness Solutions, and now the Sirius Silver will be added to my regular order, that's for sure. So check out the AutoShip for that. And this is really just about ZeroPoint for wellness. And it's something that is our birthright. We all deserve it. And by bringing the body into a better state of communication with something as simple, easy, and safe as ZeroPoint Global technology, I think you can really see a different level of wellness in your everyday life. And I want to thank you all very much for being here and letting me share this with you. I'm passionate about this technology. I've seen it do amazing things for my own self and family and friends, and I look forward to hearing your stories. Thank you so much, Bonnie. Back to you.
Well, wow, that's amazing. I was so excited to see that when we were in Las Vegas, and I thought I was taking such copious notes and learning so much, but listening and watching it again, I realized how much I missed the first time around. So thank you so much for sharing that with us again. That was amazing. And for those of you who have not yet figured this out, I heard on the call this morning that we have a wonderful event schedule listing our weekly call schedule on our website now. So in case you have any questions about when and where the next calls are coming up and how to join them, just go to ZeroPointGlobal.com, click on events, and right there you'll see the weekly call schedule and just how to get on each one of them and learn as much as you can to really promote your business. So I was excited to see that. I found myself getting a little bit confused about what was when and where. So now I've got it clear, and hopefully that will help you all as well. So thank you, Lorraine, so much for that amazing, amazing webinar. That was absolutely fabulous. I loved it. And I guess with that, we're complete here, unless Paula or somebody else tells me something I've left out. Are we good to go? All righty. I guess that concludes our call then.